Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today, I want to tell you guys how to rush Fighter 3 in multiplayer games using your Intel agency. So let's get into it here. First off, what you're going to want to do is obviously have cooperation between the countries of Germany, Italy, and Romania. And the first part of this strategy is going to depend on Italy. And the first thing that Italy is going to do is request license production from Germany. And that license production is going to be German Fighter 1s. And then after they receive the Fighter 1s, Italy can then start researching Fighter 2s. The second thing that Italy needs to do right off the bat is rush. Oops, who did I go under there? They want to rush Army Primacy, then Air Innovations. And Air Innovations gives 100x bonus to fighter research. And basically, Italy can research Fighter 1s right off the bat and then switch off of Fighter 1s and then back onto Fighter 1s, and they'll get that 100x bonus. But they do need to go Air Innovations as their second focus. The next thing that needs to happen is while that's going on, Germany needs to start upgrading their Intel agency and also become Spy Master. So this is the L Wolf mod, and Intel agency upgrades cost 0 civs. And all you need to know is you need to avoid plastic explosives. And Italy, when they upgrade their Intel agency, they need to avoid the passive defense so that the Germany's agents don't get caught. And what we're looking for here as Germany is to upgrade the agency so that you get 3 spies. Now, in vanilla, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go Elusive Gentleman, and that will allow you to get the third operative and to become Spy Master. In the L Wolf mod, another variation is that Italy is already in the Axis, and Italy will have to leave the Axis in order for Germany to steal the blueprints from them. So after Italy has researched Fighter 2, I have this spy in Yugoslavia just for demonstration purposes, because this isn't an actual MP game. So he's in Yugoslavia, and the first thing that you're going to want to do right off the bat is infiltrate the Air Force, and you're going to need your spy, who should be in Italy at this time, to have a network of greater than 50%, and you're going to need to have 2 spies. So to get those 2 spies, keep on building up your Intel agency, and you'll be awarded a second spy. I believe it's 6. You can correct me in the comments. But after you infiltrate the Air Force, you're going to need to get your third spy by becoming Spy Master, and we already talked about that. You're going to also want to get all 3 spies in Italy, and you're going to need you're going to need an Intel network greater than 50%, and then you will be able to, at that point, steal Air Force blueprints, and then you'll be able to steal Fighter 2 from Italy. And at that point, we're going to transition to the Romania player, and the Romania player is going to license produce Fighter 2, and then hopefully by that time, they're going to go down to the focus IAR80, which gives them, let's see here, it says gives a 100% research bonus valid for the next 1 researches of these technologies, IAR80 and IAR109G. So one of those 2 is Fighter 3, and so they've licensed produce Fighter 2, and then they were at that point are able to produce Fighter 3, and then they'll start producing it at that point. Now, Romania and Germany, and Italy and Germany need to have good communication, and in about 160 days before Italy gets Fighter 2 and Romania gets Fighter 3, respectively. The countries need to start infiltrating the Air Force, and they need to start stealing the blueprints. And you will need 3 spies in order to accomplish that. So basically, the way that you steal Fighter 3 from Romania is the same way that you steal Fighter 2 from Italy. But you should have good comms during the MP game and basically talk to each other and say, okay, I almost have Fighter 3. Go ahead and steal the Air Force blueprints. And like I said, you're going to need to have your Intel network efficiency up to 50% in the country that you're stealing from. And you're going to need 3 agents because the operation is going to take 3 agents to do that. And so once you have that, Germany will get Fighter 3 and from the research steal. And yeah, you'll be able to boost your research that way. And to me, it is kind of controversial in vanilla whether you should do this research steal, since you are spending 150 political power to get Elusive Gentleman in vanilla in order to complete this strategy. In the L Wolf mod, there is no civs to upgrade your Intel agency, so it definitely makes sense in the L Wolf mod. But in vanilla, you could make the argument that you're losing those civs for all the agency upgrades and the political power. So it's not as advantageous, and it would maybe more advantageous in vanilla to just get Fighter 2 and Fighter 3 yourself through your own research. But it does, if you do choose to do this strat, it does allow you to do research juggling, because you can have an extra slot open to, say, get electronic mechanical engineering quicker, which boosts your overall research. So you can tell me in the comments below which strategy you find is better, whether Germany should just rush Fighter 2 on their own, or whether the research stealing strategy is better. And I'll try to respond to all your comments. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you on the next one.